Hi everyone, it's Miss Janelle. I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm just going to read a little book right now and do a little activity and talk about what are some ways that we can feel better when we feel scared. So everyone feels scared sometimes, and there are a lot of things going on right now that can be kind of scary. So we're going to talk about some ways to feel better when we're scared, even if we can't do anything about what's going on or what happened. So we're gonna read this book. It's called Once I Was Very Scared. And so I think everybody has felt scared before, but in this book we're going to see that sometimes people act differently when they're scared. Some people act one way, some people act another way. So when we're reading, you can think about what you do when you get scared. So, Once I Was Very Scared. Written by Chanda Ghosh Ippen. Illustrations by Eric Ippen Jr. We start out with this page and see a bunch of animals just kind of sitting around. And to me, it kind of looks like they're not sure what to say, they're not sure what to do. It even says, and they're all just kind of looking at each other. So I wonder what's going to happen. So the squirrel kind of talks first. He says, once I was very scared. And the bunny and the monkey, they say, me too, me too. They were also very scared. And so does the skunk, me too. And the turtle, he also was very scared. But here's the dog. His face looks a little different. It doesn't look as scared to me. It looks more kind of mad or angry, like he's trying to be tough. He says, not me. I'm never scared. He says he's never scared. And the frog says, ribbit, ribbit. This little meerkat here, he seems to be thinking about something. Maybe he can't quite remember it. And sometimes when things are scary, we don't remember them very well, or we don't want to think about them. And this elephant says, I don't like to talk about it. I wonder what scared you. And this frog, he seems to be remembering what scared him. Looks like maybe he got hurt. Hey, he got hurt, or someone he loved got hurt. And that's always really scary when someone gets hurt. This is the squirrel talking what scared him. The wind. It was so loud. It hurt my house. My toys were broken. The nuts went everywhere. The whole place was shaking. He's remembering a really big storm that really scared him. And this bunny says, I saw someone get hurt. And that's scary. And this monkey says, someone I love left. I didn't like it. When people leave, they leave a lot. Someone he loved that left, and he was not happy about it. He was sad. This is the turtle. He says, people were fighting. I hid, but they kept fighting. They went on and on. The skunk says, people started yelling. No one wanted me around. I got scared, and I sprayed, and they yelled some more, and I sprayed some more. He got really scared when people were yelling, and so he sprayed, and then they yelled some more. The meerkat says, I don't remember what happened, but it was bad, and I worry bad things might happen again. Sometimes when scary things happen, we kind of worry about if they're going to happen again, and that's really hard. The elephant's still hiding. See, he's so scared. He's still hiding in these trees. The dog said, someone hurt me, but no one's ever going to hurt me again. I can bite and I can growl. Urgh, urgh, he says. He's trying to be really tough because he doesn't want to get scared again. So he's just going to be growling. Oh, and he's barking because he's trying to be so tough, but look at all the other animals. They look so scared. They say, stop it. I don't like it when you do that. And that one's spraying. Oh, they're so scared. That barking is really scaring them. And the dog says, hey, why did you do that? Why did you spray me? And the skunk says, go away or I'll do it again. The bunny says, my heart is beating so fast I want to run. The monkey says, please don't go. Please don't leave me. I need to run. I need to get home and find my family. That rabbit really wants to go home to be safe. He thinks if he goes home, he'll feel safe. I hear that you want your family, and I know you want to move. Let's find a safe way for you to move around. Hey, where's Turtle? Turtle, please don't go away. He's hiding in his house. Leave me. My tummy hurts. Sometimes our tummies can hurt, or we can feel kind of sick when we're scared. I don't like what the dog did with the barking and the growling and the running and the making noise. It's very scary and I don't like it. I don't like when bad things happen at all. I don't like it. Ribbit, ribbit. And the elephant says, I have to go to the bathroom. Are you okay? Meerkat says, I don't like this. He's just kind of laying there. He's so scared, he's just laying there. The dog says, he's still trying to be so tough. Oh, it seems like you all got upset, but you show how you feel in different ways. Let's think about what might help. This porcupine's gonna help them. I'm sorry someone hurt you before. No one is going to hurt you here. He's gonna help them feel safe and help them feel safe when they're scared. I know I look prickly. People sometimes worry that I might poke them, and I might get frustrated or a little mad because it's hard when things get crazy, but I won't hurt you. And the dog is listening to him. He's thinking maybe he might be safe with the porcupine. The dog says, you smell okay. Thank you. I'll try hard to earn your trust, but I know it might take time. Sometimes it takes time to feel safe around people, especially if we've been scared before. So it might take that dog a little bit of time to really trust the porcupine. Elephant says, you were really loud. I have sensitive ears. That dog's barking. The dog was just barking to feel safe, but the elephant was really scared of the barking. Yes, that's true. You don't like it when things are loud. When Dog barked, I don't think he meant to scare you. He was just trying to show what he would do if someone tried to bother him. He wasn't trying to scare his friends. He was just trying to feel less scared, feel safe. And then barking made him feel safe. Well, here, if anyone bothers you, it's my job to help you learn not to bother you. It's my job to keep you safe. Here, you don't need to growl or bark. You can just tell what's happening, and I will listen to you. Then you can decide what to do. Can we try that? But I might forget. You can try, but sometimes it's hard to learn something new. That's okay. You are learning, and I will help you learn. We want this to be a safe place where you don't need to bark or to growl or bite. That's true. Biting is not safe. Sometimes it's hard for us to talk about what is going on inside of our heads and figure out how we can calm down. Have you ever had a hard time figuring out how to calm down? Sometimes when we're really scared, it's hard to know how we can calm our bodies because all we can do is feel scared and want to hide or want to growl or bark or fight like the dog did or want to run away. Sometimes that's all we can think of when we're scared. When you feel scared or have other hard feelings like sad, angry, frustrated, embarrassed, or ashamed, what do? That skunk is scared. It's sad. Well, that bunny looks really angry. That squirrel is frustrated. It's an embarrassed monkey and an ashamed elephant. What can we do when we feel these big, strong feelings? Turtle says, I hide and my tummy hurts. The squirrel says, I remember what my mommy says. She says we should share our feelings and talk about what scares us. Oh, and sometimes I eat. Nuts make me feel better, and I don't sleep very well. Sometimes I talk too much. Frog says, I might lose my voice, and all I can say is croak, croak. I want to say more. I want to yell and say how scared I am, but that all comes out as croak. And the bunny says, I want to jump and run fast, and sometimes I get hurt. The skunk says, I become a real stinker. Monkey says, I find someone to hold onto and hug. Some people don't like it when I do that. He wants to hold on to someone when he's scared. Sometimes that makes us feel better. I pretend I'm not there, but pretty soon I'm not pretending. I really feel like I'm not there and I don't know where I am. What about you? I growl and I bark, and when I do, people don't bother me. Elephant says, I don't like to think about it. That's true. You don't like to talk about it. Maybe it's scary to talk about the bad things that happen. Even though you don't like to talk about it, I wonder if you think about it. Often? Do you think the elephant thinks about those bad things that scared him? He says he thinks about them all the time. Sometimes even when we don't talk about things, we still think about them, and that can really bother us. You have all been through a lot, and it makes sense that you feel this way, but it also seems like you need help, so you don't keep feeling this way. Maybe we can learn some new things that help us when we feel scared or mad or sad. We're going to talk about some new ways to feel better. That year, all the little animals learned lots of things. They learned how to write their names. They learned how to play fun games. And very, very importantly, they learned what they could do when they were scared, angry, sad, and feeling bad inside. Here's an idea. Music helps me calm down, says Turtle. Rabbit says, I still like to run, but I also found a safe place where I can be calm and snuggle. He found he can be safe in that little hole with his mom. Dog says, I talked to my mom and she said she was very sorry that someone hurt me. That makes me feel much better. His mom says, I will keep you safe and make sure no one ever hurts you again. Sometimes we can talk to safe people when we're scared. I play water ball with my friends, and that makes me feel so good. My dad said that bad things don't usually happen, and that makes me feel better. Meerkat says, I learned to breathe. When I get scared, I pay attention to the air going in and out of my body, and that helps me calm down. I learned I'm a really cool skunk and not a little stinker, and I have friends who care about me and want me around. I learned that even though people sometimes go away, there are people I care about that always come back. And Puppy Dog learned, I learned to trust people. I find a cup of tea and a little support helps me. I learned it's good to talk about things sometimes. So what do we learn in this book? All the animals went through something that really, really scared them. And all of them dealt with it in some different ways. Some of them would hide when they got scared, or some of them would growl and want to fight, like the dog. The elephant just didn't want to talk about it and wanted to just hide from it. Meerkat kind of wanted to just not think about it and just lay there and zone out, kind of. And the bunny really wanted to run. And so, and real people too, when something scares us, we react in different ways. But all of us, no matter how we react, can learn new ways to help us feel calm whenever we get scared. So we're going to try something called a mindfulness exercise that we're going to learn to pay attention to the surroundings the space our body is in, and help us get a little bit out of our heads and feel safer in our bodies so that we can feel a little bit less scared no matter what's going on around us. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is listen to my dog chew on her toy because she's very excited about her toy. There she is. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stop. Sit up nice and tall or stand up, or if you're lying down, that's fine too. Make your back nice and flat and straight. Put your hands down by your side or in your lap. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in through your nose. And then we're going to let it out through our mouth very slowly. Another deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Okay. The first thing we're going to do now that we've grounded ourselves with breathing is we're going to really pay attention to our senses. So we're going to listen very carefully for 3 things that we hear. So I want you to get very, very quiet, very calm, and breathe in. And I want you to think of one thing that you can hear around you and say it out loud to yourself. One thing I hear is my dog chewing on her toy. She's very happy about it. Now we're going to think about another thing you hear. there. You might have to listen really carefully if you're in a very quiet place. Or even if you're in a very loud place, you might have to listen very carefully to kind of distinguish the sounds. I hear the fan, the ceiling fan in my house going, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's think of one more thing we can hear. I hear the fan. The air going from the fan. Okay. Now let's think of two things that we can see in our space around us. So I see these books right here. They're old and they're kind of bumpy, and they're all stacked up together. I also see this colored pencil. It's brown and it needs to be sharpened. It's broken at top. And now we're going to find just one thing that we can feel. That might be some clothes you're wearing. That might be something near you. That might be something you feel on the inside of your body, like you feel your stomach is gurgling. Just something you can feel either inside or outside your body. I feel the bumpiness of my sweater, and how some of the strings are kind of coming loose. I can feel that. Okay. To end our little time of grounding, we're going to take 3 more deep breaths together. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Thank you for breathing with me and listening to the book. And I hope that you all have a nice, calm day. And remember that you can always breathe, and you can always look around and see what things you can find around your surroundings whenever if you're feeling scared and you want to feel a little bit safer. Just focus on what's around you, what you see, what you hear, what you feel. So, okay, I'm signing off. I'll talk to you soon.